All right, what's up, my brothers? In this video, I want to talk about a very bizarre trend that I've started to notice on social media platforms. It seems to be happening a lot more on places like TikTok, but it's so strange because women are now actively advertising their promiscuous past, their sexual history, talking about it like it's a dating diary. And I don't think this is good. I'm going to share one example with you in just a second. Her bio reads, single and traveling the world on the hunt for love. Little heart sort of thing. I gotta do the heart like this for you guys. The heart, right? And the whole feed is a bunch of videos, and looks like about a quarter of them are her talking about her dating escapades. And they sound like this. I'll just play this one video for you here.
So you guys want to know what happened to the Tulum guy? Well, let me tell you, we went on 4 dates. It went really well. First date, we went to dinner, which you guys saw. Then we went to a cenote and then dinner afterwards. Third date, we also went to dinner. And then fourth date, we went for coffee. I felt something was off when we went for coffee. I don't know what happened, but he basically ghosted me. Not basically, he did. So things were going super well. Conversation was amazing. Banter was so good. I think what happened, and like maybe not the case, but like again, I haven't spoken to him, so this is just what my take is on it, is that a friend of mine who's good friends with him was like, oh my God, he's amazing. He's not at all. She was like, he's healthy, masculine. And I was like, okay, very rare for Tulum. But even though he's not a F-boy, I think he just wanted to F, you know, because he was very handsy. Like, I'm not against it, but it was very much of that nature, even though conversation and banter, like all of that was good, but we had a lot of sexual chemistry. So what is going on here, sir? There was a lot of sexual chemistry for sure, and there was a lot of sexual talk. And so I think that that's just what he wanted, and I'm looking for a relationship, so that's it. He might not be an F-boy, but it doesn't mean that he just is not DTF. People have needs, so maybe he just wanted to F and that was it. And then after that, just like off the face of the earth. So again, I don't have his take on it. This is just from my perspective, what I think happened. So that's it. No hard feelings. I mean, it has to be mutual. But yeah, I would have just appreciated the conversation considering he was older as well. I just would have expected that out of respect for me, and just like be open, be honest. I'm a big girl, I can take it. I'm looking for a relationship whenever that happens. I'm not searching for it, but the next thing that I get into, I want to get into a relationship. I don't want to just be hooking up with someone. So that's it. Search for love continues. Clearly Montreal didn't work out. Mexico wasn't it, so where should we go next?
All right, so where do we begin with this bizarre trend? Look, if you're a lady watching this video, I strongly discourage you from leaving a public record out there of your past, especially if it is a promiscuous past. I don't know in what parallel universe this is considered a good idea, especially as a woman, to broadcast your entire dating history on a social media app, talking about it so nonchalantly, like it's like, it's not my fault, blah, 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 we banged, blah, 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 and then he ghosted me, blah, 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 I'm not looking for a relationship, blah, 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 I don't want to be hooking up, blah, 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 I want to be in a relationship. It's like, it flip-flops everywhere, and it's not a very good look. It's becoming more and more common. It generally seems to be 30-plus-year-old women that tend to be doing this, although maybe there are younger ones that are doing it as well. It just maybe shows up in my feed when I have to use TikTok. I have an editor that uploads videos, so sadly, I do have to use it from time to time, but I guess resources like this make for a good video. So look, guys, you tell me what you think in the comments below, because women are typically valued based on, you know, their beauty and their purity, and that value goes down as, you know, your experience with guys goes up. There's a universal attraction floor that men have for women, and it declines significantly when women have a lot more experience with a bunch of guys. So let me put it in perspective for you, because men are success objects. Like, men are judged by women on their success in life, the amount of resources they can accumulate, you know, things like that. This is what seems to matter. It would be the equivalent of a guy going on TikTok every month or so and saying, well, I got this new job, my employer hired me, I got my payroll, and then Becky and HR did this to me, and so in the accounting department did that to me, and then I got fired 3 or 4 weeks later and it didn't work out, but I'm looking for something serious. I want a career. I'm not really sure why it didn't work out. Maybe my employer wasn't serious about a future together sort of thing, and maybe they were going out of business or perhaps going bankrupt, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's literally the equivalent of that. But men don't do that. If men were doing that, they would completely destroy any opportunity or any ability that they might have to find a woman to pair bond with them over a long-term basis, right? So it's a similar sort of problem or issue. And I don't know if women understand that or not, or maybe they just don't care because, women are always forgiven and they're always protected, and men are more disposable on a sexual marketplace, and that's just how things tend to be. But I've employed, 100, 150 people in my lifetime when I was an employer. And to be honest with you, if I was looking at a resume and I saw that the individual couldn't hold down a job, kept getting fired or quitting jobs or going on leave or making up reasons why they couldn't go to work with, some made up illness or some fake injury or something like that, I wouldn't be hiring people like that, and that's generally how women would view a guy that was incompetent and unable to hold down a job. So I think it's incredibly important that women exercise more caution when it comes to their use of social media, because you're leaving breadcrumbs in a trail everywhere and anywhere for guys to establish and determine what your sexual past and your history is like, which is fine. It just makes it easier for guys to vet terrible women from better women. But look, I'm just being honest with you. I've noticed this trend. It's disgusting. I don't think it's serving society. It certainly doesn't serve women, because if I was a dude looking at your social media and entertaining you as an option, maybe a long-term option, maybe the option to be the mother of my kids, for example, and I saw that your entire timeline history is talking about one-night stands or four-night stands or whatever they happen to be with guys that took advantage of you and, were potentially F-boys or whatever she calls them. Notice a total lack of accountability and ownership, eh? It's always somebody else's fault. He just ghosted me. I don't know why. There's probably quite a few reasons why. And I think we all know what that is. Anyway, I'll leave it on that note. You guys drop some comments below. In the top pinned comment, there's a bunch of useful links to tools and resources that I'm affiliated with, my book, my programs, my courses, and all that sort of stuff. So go check that out. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.